Fault analysis on the back foot strap. Why is it going wrong? Why can you get into the front one, but as soon as you go into the back, something stalls into the wind and stops? It's a nice windy afternoon here in Vassiliki. Let's see if I can give you a couple of ideas to help you out. Cue credits. Okay, now I've slowed it right down so we can see what's going on. Break this down and see what happens. And I think just to get things started, I think I should start with a key tactical point to get our minds in gear with each other. You don't have to be in the back foot strap to be blasting along comfortably. That's my biggest fault analysis I think I'll take for a lot of people that's come out here for coaching with me in Vass, is that we can get into the front foot strap and rush and force ourselves into the back one when it's not actually necessary. Until you're definitely blasting nicely powered up upwind, the back foot strap's not going to help you. If anything, it's going to stall you, turn you into the wind very quickly, make things worse rather than better. Once we get the board up to speed, using that front foot strap alone, tickle the back foot strap. Take your back foot next to it, and then start to head upwind. The way you head upwind is turning your head, your shoulders, your hips, and twisting that front foot inside the front foot strap to sail upwind. As you sail upwind, the rig should start to come towards the back, allowing your body weight to come slightly further forwards. When that happens, you should then be able to tickle and tease and ever so slightly unweight the back foot to slip it gently into the strap. Not aiming to be a stamp or a big step like it may have been with the front strap. It's much more of a tickle and a tease, let's say. Upwind, head, shoulders have turned towards the wind. My back foot is almost unweighted, allowing for just that little step into it. Once I'm into it, we need to make sure that we don't just stall and turn into the wind, so we give it a little bit of a drive off the front foot to keep the board flat and fast. I think it's nice to clarify a little bit of terminology with windsurfing as well, just while we're here, because the catch-22 of windsurfing, you have to go downwind to get planing. Not necessarily true. You're going to start your planing run upwind, probably fairly close to the wind. You're going to bear away or head off the wind slightly to speed up, get the power on, and get into the front foot strap. That bear away or head off the wind terminology doesn't necessarily mean going downwind of a beam. It just means turning slightly further away from your current position. So right now I'm sailing fairly drastically upwind, about as close as I can. To get planing, I'm bearing away ever so slightly, not even to a beam reach. The board starts to accelerate. I'll slip my front foot in the strap, and almost instantly my head and shoulders turn to start to head upwind. Rather than just rattling off downwind or even across the wind, my never-ending quest is to stay upwind and hold my ground. No one likes that downwind Dave, the furthest person downwind in a session. Start upwind, bear away or head off just slightly to get enough speed to get into the front foot strap. Then head back upwind again to get towards the back foot strap. The next common mistake I see about getting in the back foot strap is a classic one, very similar to the front strap, looking at it. You know where it is. You can find the back foot strap with your foot. It's just behind where your foot normally is. When it's time to get in there, we should be able to just feel our way in there rather than stamp and push. Rig back, body forward slightly. That back foot is unweighted enough that I can move it into the back strap or out. But I'm definitely going upwind while I'm doing this. It's much easier to do. Rig back, body forwards. Should unweight that back strap nicely. The more power I've got, the closer I go to the wind to do this. Final little tip, or fault finding I suppose, for this back strap is actually strangely familiar if you've been following the channel for a while. It's not vision, or that does make a huge difference. But generally when I find people are starting to get nervous or unsure about what to do next, the instant reaction is to bend your front arm. Bend your front arm, opens the sail, depowers the sail, stops all that power driving the board forward, and will stall you skewing up into the wind very quickly. Keeping your front arm extended, keeping your power on is quite key to making sure you don't stop. I know that sounds so obvious as I say it just now. Front foot strap, if I go for the back strap and look down, whoa! If I did move my back foot to the strap there, I'd have stopped straight away. Front arm stays power on, allowing me to get into the back strap. Thanks as always for joining me here on the Ridealong channel. I'll see you back here very soon. Thank you.